If you ever wonder why exactly War Machine became the Iron Patriot in the MCU, besides the lawsuit that they had on their hands at the time with the creator of War Machine, well, now we actually know the details behind it in the context of the actual MCU, so let's get to it. We know that they specifically decided to keep War Machine out of the Avengers because at the time the plan was, after that film, Iron Man 3 and a standalone War Machine were actually planned to be films. But then Rhodey's role expanded so much in Iron Man 3 that they decided not to go in that direction and instead transition over into making him a co-star. Now, of course, along with this came a complete rebranding. They left behind the name and moniker of War Machine, and he fully embraced the Iron Patriot, which of course in the comics was something that was established by Norman Osborn. Now, at the time, this was actually done due to legal issues with Bob Layton, but that's been covered previously. But of course, in the context of what was going on in the MCU, we recently did find out why exactly they decided to do this for the actual in-universe storyline. So what happened is after everything that happens in Iron Man 2 and of course the Avengers, they decided that, hey, if we want this guy who works for the United States government to be one of our poster boys, since Tony Stark is not willing to do it, we can't just have him running around the United States and around the planet and call him War Machine. That paints us as really bad people. So what happened was the President Elias, who we saw in Iron Man 3, drafted a executive order that was sent to War Machine and to the people that are in charge of that program, and he said he wanted the name rebranded to Iron Patriot, and he wanted the color scheme to resemble more of a Captain America style, because this would be far less intimidating and paints a better, bigger, brighter, and more patriotic picture for the American people. And also, being positioned as a war machine while you are pushing war against other people and other places, who made pretty much everybody look bad, so they decided, ignore that, put him in a new suit, rebrand him. He's going to be a direct liaison and somebody that works with the president very closely. Here you go. And honestly, I think that, does work. It makes sense. Unfortunately, they couldn't really explain it in a movie or something. I think that would have been really interesting. But who knows? Maybe a War Machine series.